Top 5 things that make you feel athletic. I believe I have the number 1 overall pick today.
No, you don't.
Oh,
you had it last week, despite the fact that you did not want it. It was.
Correct. That's right. Okay. You go first then.
I don't know. I'm thinking about calling my shot that I'm going to win this one again.
I don't want to doubt myself, but I would call your shot. I would call that as well. Yes, I'm going to lose. I think I'm going to lose.
Shot call.
Yeah.
Shot call. John Farberg. Number 1.
Or maybe I'm hoodwinking you and bamboozling you. Who knows?
Number 1. Last cup in beer pong.
Oh, but great pick. But are you doing that? Have you done that recently?
It's not like a regular. None of these things are regular things.
Okay,
but yeah, I played beer pong this past summer, and I played a good amount of beer pong this past summer with my child cousin. She wasn't drinking. But that is such a good one because not only do you feel nice, it gets a crowd reaction.
Yeah,
and that's
it gets the key. The most important thing in athletics is knife through the heart of somebody, you know. Right. So it gets the crowd hype, but it's a killer to the opponent. That feels good.
You could argue there's no other time in life after sports.
Yep, I've said that before.
Where you get that immediate crowd roar that you cause a crowd with. Whoa!
Yes,
and like everyone, you start yelling. Fuck you! You suck.
Okay, let me ask. That was my next question. How do you celebrate your last cup? What do you do?
Oh, I'm a silent assassin. Just to fucking
act like you've been there before.
No. I'm like fucking Barry Sanders. Here's the ball back to the ref. I'm Adam Oates never raised his hands after a goal, which my dad told me all the time as a kid, and I've since gone back and watched Adam Oates goals. Fucking dude celebrated goals. But I'm not an Ovechkin type. I like people who I like Ovechkin. I like a bat flip. It's just not my personality, so I'm just a killer.
Yeah, I feel like it takes like real, you know, they're really shit talking, like to get me to be like, "Fuck your mother." otherwise, I'm just like, oh, was that the last cup? I didn't even realize. I do that like all the fucking time, you know. I like to let the other people do the celebrating for me. What you need is a good partner who does like the shit talking, and like I have a vivid memory at we did a beer pong tournament in Murray Hill. It was when I was in a sling and I was playing lefty, and I think I'm like better lefty at beer pong. I don't know, I have like better mechanics. And me and my buddy Raji, we got like decently far. I think we made it to the finals and we lost. But did you see a couple weeks ago when they were rerunning that Dame Lillard walk off?
Yeah.
And he's being picked up and he's looking right at the camera, just like normal pace. That was me because I hit the shot and he tried to like pick me up and lift me, and I had my fucking sling out, and I just remember having a dead straight face, like looking at the other guys, just like, yeah, that's right. And it was probably the last time I felt like really, like this is an athletic competition and I just fucking won.
You had that face like Derrick Rose with that Tyler tweet where when you're trying to figure out what they're spelling as they chant MVP.
That was such a good tweet because it's so accurate. All right, my number 1 overall pick, and I thought about it. I was thinking about it in a different sense. That's why I had asked you, how often are you doing it? But for the sheer amount of opportunities you get to do this, Kobe from Into the Garbage Can.
That's a great one. That was going to be my number 2. That's a great one.
Do it, I do it every fucking day at the office. Actually, that's something I miss right now is, I got to like run to my fucking kitchen. I've got one that has a top on it. Having a garbage can available to just, Kobe.
I'm the opposite. We have like a garbage can in our stairway to the basement for recycling. So like multiple times a day, I open up and I just shoot it in from there. And you just get that little burst, just that little like still got it burst.
Yeah.
In fact, I would posit to you that the reason recycling still is kind of frowned upon is they make the hole so small, so I can't shoot it in. If recycling, you know how it's like it's like a bottle shape.
Yeah, you got to get it through the bottle. Yeah.
If you had a full open hole for a recycling bin, I would be more likely to recycle.
Yeah, but you know what? They're probably if you're like throwing glass bottles and shit, they probably do that for a reason. Could you imagine the amount of guys like, kill me, and it's just spattering glass everywhere? Like, John Henry, I told you not to do that anymore. Yeah, but that to me, I'll do that until until the day I die. I'm tossing garbage.
Number 2 for me, catching a fly. Like
okay, Mr. Miyagi.
I
said, okay, Mr. Miyagi.
Like catching a fly or killing a mosquito or something like that. If you like still show off those lightning fast reflexes, if you catch a fly in like it's one thing alone in your room. I had that epic battle with a mosquito earlier this quarantine. Mm-hmm. It's one thing alone in your room, but like then you're like kind of like, yeah, I got it. But if you do that in a public setting with people, you turn into like the cat who brings home a dead bird. You're like, look what I got! Look what I got, guys! Fucking got him! I got him! Like
if you're killing a mosquito, you're killing something that's a bother. You are the hero of the night. You're like, you just made this better. Are you keep doing for the listeners at home? John's doing the grab with the hand. Are you including like whack it with a paper, or it's got to be plucked from the air with your hand?
Whacking with a paper counts, but the grab with the hand when you can hold its dead corpse feels much better. When you can go around and show a carcass, it's not one of those ones where it's like fucking you hit it and you're looking around like, did we get it? Did we get it?
Yeah.
I fucking killed Hector, and I'm gonna drag his dead body around in front of his fucking father. That's what I am. I'm Achilles with a fucking horse and buggy or whatever they called those things, and I'm dragging your dead god around.
A chariot?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I feel like what matters too is if you're in your apartment and you got like one, it's almost like Breaking Bad, it's like Jesse and Walt against the Fly. When you've got one enemy that has been tormenting you for a while and it becomes personal, and then it's like this is a battle of endurance here, but you got to get him when he's still somewhat fresh. Because a fly in your house for a couple days is like running out of gas and it's all slow. When he's at top like speed, still got turbo. That's when you're some Bruce Lee shit right there. Okay. So my second pick here. This is kind of specific to me. I do it all the time. I love it. Not necessarily athleticism, but when I do my twirl.
It's a good one.
I got my twirl and then drop it here. This is the only thing I had available. When I have my pen, I don't have any pens out. When you can do a twirl, I rock it around my thumb. I know some people do that one that it snaps kind of, but I'll just sit there and I know I look around and I can see other people looking at it. You're in a meeting, you're anywhere where you got the pen out, you're taking some notes, and I just sit there casually as I'm talking to. I'm like, oh, I don't even realize I'm doing this right here. It's like almost like part magic trick in a way, because if people don't know what it is, they're like, what's going on there? What are you doing? But the finger, any sort of pen trick with the hand gets a good like, oh boy.
Dude, if you're like Boris and GoldenEye, dude, in high school, I had there were a lot of people from everywhere, and there were these 3 girls from Korea who would sit in English class, and they would all do it, and they were so good. And I was like, I can't be getting my show run by people from Korea at English, first of all, and have them fucking running up the score on me by embarrassing me with their pen tricks. So I practice at night. I wouldn't do my homework. Probably would have been an easier way to get back at them. But I just sit in my fucking room just trying to spin the pen, and I never got as good as them. But
I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade, and it was kind of like a battle. No Koreans in my situation, just a couple of my buddies. And I got, I want to say, if I remember correctly, I did 237 in a row. And I sat in the middle of class, and I just counted. I was just like 1, 2, 3. And I had a big pen so I could do it fast. And it was like, I zoned out and was just thinking about that pen. And I had a couple other guys who were watching me who were like, you motherfucker. It was like a full-blown competition. But it's better about the people who don't know anything at all, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is just how I do it. I'm just a wizard with my pen.
Dude, in baseball, in like high school, in the on deck circle, I could do that with my bat, and I could also do.
What'd you do with the bat?
I could do the pen twirl with my
bat.
Yeah, and then I can also do where like you fake a cut and you pull back, and the bat does a spin. You catch it again.
That is fucking sick.
In the on deck circle, I didn't warm up. I played mental games. I just be fucking just staring at the pitch like, look what I can do with this. Think what I'm gonna do with your fucking 74-mile-an-hour gas. I'm gonna put that not over the fence because I don't have home run power. But I'm gonna hit that double to the gap. No questions.
I was gonna say you better bring the fucking noise if you're doing that. Like to me, if I'm doing that, I'm gonna. Hey, buddy, you see this right here? I'm gonna slap this Oppo for a little blue single, okay, pal? You better.
I go Oppo with it. It was. First of all, I was a monster in the box. I was dangerous. I think I hit like 600 my junior year,
really?
And but it was no singles, no home runs. It was just double. All I did was smack.
That's how you want to live. I'll take that on my team all day, every day, man. So wait, you would do. You on the way back, you like on your backswing, you would spin it and catch it.
You pull back, like you have to like snap your wrist back.
Right. And it stays. That's good. That I mean, you used to catch a couple in the fucking ear hole, no? No. I don't think. And guess what? If you ever did throw at me and I avoided it, I would say it didn't hit me. The ump would be like, "Take your base." I'd be like, "That didn't hit me." I'm back in the bike. You're like, "Oh no, if you're gonna hit me, you better fucking hit me. Don't give me an excuse because guess what? I'm hitting a double. Yeah,
I don't want to take first. I'm hitting a double. The probability is that I'm gonna hit a double, and I'm gonna fucking do it. You better drill me if you want to hit me."